All right, so I've been spending the whole day behind the wheel of the new 2024 Jeep Gladiator Mojave, and I'm actually down here in Moab with Jeep, and they've been having us go all over. I've driven this on-road, and I've driven it for hours on off-road. And, you know, at first I thought, why are we not driving a Rubicon? But holy cow, this thing has been so impressive. Out here on these trails in Moab, there is a pretty decent distance that's short distances that are, you know, fairly high speed, sandy, and with, you know, pretty frequent moguls and undulations. And this Fox suspension with the hydraulic bump stops is really incredible. Everybody here, and I'm one of the more inexperienced off-roaders in this group, but everybody here has just been really, really impressed with it. The ride is exceptional, and it's just so good. I've seen a lot of people complain online about the Gladiator, but I gotta say, I've never felt out of control. I've always felt like this thing has felt stable. And I can't say enough about the suspension. We went up Wipeout Hill, which, if you're familiar with Moab, it's kind of crazy. It can be a little sketchy. And there was a number of other Jeeps. We're down here during the Easter Jeep Safari, and there was a number that wouldn't even attempt going up. And these stock Mojave Gladiators went right up, including me. I'd never done it before. And anyway, these stock Mojaves with the rear locker on went right up, and it was super impressive. It's blowing my mind that you can go and buy one of these right off the dealer lot right now, pretty heavily discounted, and drive straight to Moab and do some of the more challenging trails without any problem. It really is amazing. I had the opportunity to talk with several Jeep engineers and designers this morning about Gladiator and just about some other Jeep products as well. And it's incredible to see just the dedication they have to what they are producing and manufacturing. They're always looking to improve, and to their great credit, see, I am hauling down this dirt road and it's a blast. Everybody's like, I need to have a Raptor, I need to have this or that, but like, this feels great. Like, they've really dialed it in. I mean, you can go high speed here, and you can also go rock crawling in this thing and do both really, really well. And it's honestly just a huge testament to the Jeep engineering and design team and Jeep as a whole for allowing them to continue to make such awesome vehicles that are really catered to. Like, look at this around this corner, like no slippage, no problem. This is so cool. But they continue to make these vehicles that are exactly what their customers are looking for, and the feedback that they've received, they take it to heart. And the feeling and attitude that I got was, if the customers are repeatedly asking for something, they'll look at it, they'll engineer it and design it, and if they can do it, and it's not gonna, you know, break the bank, then they're gonna make it happen, as they have with a lot of things in the Wrangler, and now also in this heavily refreshed Gladiator, and especially here in the Mojave trim. This is such a cool truck. And on top of that, this truck is actually able to do truck things. But this truck is so much fun. It's so much fun. And I just have all the respect in the world for the folks at Jeep making such cool stuff. I wish it wasn't all so expensive. I think prices have definitely gone up. Although for 2024, the starting price, MSRPs across the board for the Gladiator have been reduced by almost $1,800, which is pretty cool considering that everything's more expensive these days, and yet the price of the Gladiator has gone down. Although I think it had gone up too much in the first place, and maybe it's brought back down to earth a little bit. But still, this is an extremely capable truck that can make a novice feel like a pro without really much training. And gosh, it's just so much fun. It does the fast stuff. It does the fast stuff really well, and it does the slow stuff really well, and it's just so awesome. And here's some slower parts again, and woo! Dip, deep sand. Look at this, it just does everything. I wish it had a little bit more power, but I mean, to be honest with you, everything that we've done today, which has been just about the full spectrum of terrain, I've had all the power I needed. Do I always want more power? Yeah. But do I need it? No, I don't think I do. But it is something I'd maybe pay a little bit more for. Whee! I will say this too, that this is the second Jeep event in 2 years that I've been to, and it's been the same experience at both. Both have had engineers, designers, and even some executives at the event, and both events had all of them interacting with journalists and whoever else was there at the event, and really just talking to them and listening to them. And it was cool. It's just so cool to have these people really literally on the ground level with enthusiasts and journalists, and just discussing like what they love, what they don't, and adjustments, and even dreams for the future they've had about some of these vehicles. And like, just incredible. Like, look at this. I'm just woohoo. This is just such a great time, and I know I already said this, but it just is so incredible and impressive that you can go and just buy. This is a stock Gladiator Mojave, and we've gone up Wipeout Hill and tons of other obstacles and tons of like varied terrain, sand, mud, rocks, boulders, and it honestly hasn't even hesitated. And I mean, for whatever, 50, 60 grand. Wow. And then you've got also a vehicle that is comfortable, that you can daily drive. These seats are great. The interior is great. The upgrades to the infotainment is really nice. And you can fit kids back there. There's rear air vents, which I really appreciate. You can take the top off. You can take the doors off. It's just so much fun. And you're getting so much vehicle for the money. And also you've got a useful truck. You can put stuff in the back. And so I guess in conclusion, what I'm trying to say is there's a lot of other, trucks in the competition that get a lot of attention, and they're the new shiny cool thing. But Jeep, when it comes to this stuff, I still don't think anybody's doing it better. And sure, if you're never taking your Gladiator off-road, then maybe I'd recommend something else. But even still, it's just cool and it's fun. And especially if this V6, it's going to be pretty reliable. This Pentastar V6 has been around forever. And I mean, you can even still get like a manual transmission in this, which is just so cool. And so, guys, go check it out. The refreshed 2024, there's so many nice improvements, and especially this Fox with remote reservoirs and the hydraulic jounce control is insane. Like, we're just, going over these, and I'm hitting the bump stops like crazy, but it's like, just takes it totally in stride. And, just no problem. And a lot of the other guys here who are really seasoned off-roaders are saying, if I did this in my Rubicon or did this in any of their off-road vehicles, they'd be checking the suspension, wondering what broke. And this is just exactly what this Mojave 2024 Gladiator is made for. And so with that, I just say go check it out. Don't underestimate it. And hopefully you get the chance to go test drive one of these off-road. If not though, but you do enjoy off-roading, or you plan to, or you want to get into it, this is probably one of the best buys on the market. So anyway, I love it. Jeep, I'm just so impressed. I'm so thankful that you invited me out on this. And it's just an incredible rig. It's just an amazing time to be alive. The engineering is so impressive on these vehicles. And we'll talk to you later. Thanks.